it's amazing to me that there are so many nonprofits out there, and that there's so much opportunity for them. So for you to be able to do what you do is really an enhancement for people to be able to grow and to identify those particular areas. Speak to that.
Well, I just really love helping people and seeing people leverage their business and whatever they're doing. My mindset is a little different than most when it comes to nonprofits. Some people just say, oh, it's just a nonprofit. The only difference between a for-profit and a nonprofit is its tax exemption status. But you still have the same payroll, you still have all the same concerns of increasing sales and revenue. So my mindset is the business, what strategies we can put in place. Let's be diverse. Your social enterprise, what services that you could earn a fee for? Is it a thrift store? As you know, a lot of nonprofits have thrift stores, such as your Goodwills and your Salvation Army of the world, which are very profitable per se. So there are a lot of different strategies that people haven't thought about when they're growing their nonprofit to leverage it. Just like the pandemic, the businesses who were able to be flexible and think outside the box, they thrived, they survived. Others sort of just went back in their shell, they didn't survive.
And when people think of nonprofits, you mentioned it early on, you said that people don't really, a lot of people don't really understand the concept of a nonprofit, but there are various forms of nonprofits, some big nonprofits, some small nonprofits, and with your expertise, you're able to help them in various ways, regardless of their size, whether they're a struggling nonprofit or whether they're a big nonprofit like a Boys and Girls Club, a national nonprofit. And I was just looking at something on television the other day. I don't know how they do it, but the National Football Association, the NFL, is a nonprofit. We see all those billions of dollars they're making. I don't know how they are a nonprofit. But anyway, that's another story. If you would also deal with somebody who wanted to start a nonprofit as well?
Yes, I would help guide them on once they work with a professional to set up their bylaws and all the legalities of the nonprofit. The next step is the foundation, just like any house, right? You need that foundation. So that's building your board matrix. You want to have a mixture. When I say diverse, it's not just ethnicity or nationality. Maybe you need someone from the financial sector, someone who's in marketing. Maybe you want someone who's in the legal sector. So you want to be careful about planning your board matrix. You just don't want a board just to warm the seats. You want people who can give, and leverage your organization. After that, creating a strategic plan, have a board retreat, putting the plan in place. No one gets in the car and goes somewhere they don't know where they're going and not put in the address, right? So that's your navigation, your long-term growth strategy. So I'm big into planning, strategic planning, just so that we can set goals and objectives, and then we can measure our success every month.
Now tell us about the format of your show here on Leap Is Live. Are you going to have guests sometimes, or you're just going to talk into the camera sometimes? Tell us what your thought process is.
Well, my thought process is I'm going to do both. There are going to be times where I'm going to bring amazing nonprofits in who started off small, who are in their growth spurts. I'll bring in nonprofits who are large, and they'll share strategies on some of the things they use to grow their nonprofit. There'll be times where I'll just sit here and I'll talk about strategies to grow your nonprofit. So we'll keep it fun, we'll keep it interesting, and we'll keep it a mixture. Hi, my name is Tamika Seaton, host of Grow Your Nonprofit on Leap Is Live on Fox 4. On my monthly segment, I will be sharing secrets to grow your nonprofit into a sustainable organization, giving you an opportunity to increase your capacity. My firm, Grow Your Nonprofit, helps all nonprofits raise more money by using a few simple strategies. Want to grow your nonprofit? For a free consultation, contact me at 239-293-2009 or visit my website at growyournonprofit.com.
Now, I know that you went to Hodges University as well. Let's go back a little bit and just talk about your background, your education, and some of the training that you got over the years. So my background, I actually went to school as an adult. So I'm originally from Los Angeles. So when I moved here, I had my associate's degree. And I always knew that I wanted to do more. So I needed to leverage that with my education. So I went back to school and I studied management
at Hodges University. Both my bachelor's and master's degree are both in management. And I kind of got into nonprofit by accident. I was recruited. I had served on many boards and committees, and I planned many parades. And I was approached by a CEO of a local nonprofit about this new position that opened up as a senior development officer. So I'm a risk taker, I'm open-minded, so I said, let's give it a shot. So the first thing they did was they flew me to Indiana, Lilly School of Philanthropy, one of the top fundraising schools in the country. Got my certificate there, went right into work. It's a great organization that I work with. I'm also a member of the Association of Fundraising Professionals, the Collier Lee chapter. I'm also the chair of a roundtable series in the summer that we're hosting actually this month in June. We're hosting a roundtable panel discussion about fundraising trends since the pandemic. So, and anytime there's an opportunity where there's a webinar or a seminar, you can never have enough knowledge. So I'm a lifelong student. I'm always looking to learn and read books and articles and subscribe to magazines on philanthropy and fundraising.
Why is Grow Your Nonprofit important?
Grow Your Nonprofit is important because everyone should grow. You should be able to change with the times, just like a business. Setting those strategies in place so that you could increase your capacity of people served. So if your mission is to provide food to 100 people, why not provide food to 1,000 people? So when you grow your nonprofit, you're making a huge impact in the lives of the people in the community. And you just never know who you might touch, who might turn around, that it might be a child, might be a recipient, and become a brain surgeon, and might end up saving your life. So giving people a hand up, not a handout, is what I believe in.